We're going to flip to the other side. We're going to have Andromeda versus New Angeles Soul.
Yeah.
From Travis.
How interesting, right? How interesting.
Definitely an interesting ID. He's the only one playing it in the field. One of the only ones playing this identity I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
What do you expect out of Travis here in this New Angeles Soul deck? What's the tech?
Well, so we know that in general, we know that tracing is a really big deal. Maybe he's utilizing some unique stuff. Like I had thought about like things like surveillance sweep and hard-hitting news. But on top of that, he's got great ice, or one particular ice that is only really good in Soul, and that's Data Hound. Or no, News Hound, excuse me. News Hound.
Easily confused.
Yeah, like it's much better in with Soul. A 4-strength Sentry that's cheap to res, 2 subs, not bad. I'll take it.
That is some great value. It's going to be a little tough for Michael to deal with, despite Mongoose or whatever else he might have. Yeah. Going to be crazy value. Another huge card out of Travis's deck. I have to imagine he's running Targeted Marketing.
Yeah, no,
Targeted
definitely.
Marketing, a crazy valuable card for Angeles Soul. He's going to be able to name some key cards out of Andromeda's deck. Oftentimes I'll see a Targeted Marketing chosen to be Account Siphon.
Yeah.
We saw it yesterday. It was a huge part of that interplay between the economies of both players. And Travis likely to slam it as soon as he finds it because New Angeles Soul can keep it on the board.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the meta that we're currently in. We know cards like Tumuja are going to come out. We know that Account Siphons, versus this criminal deck is going to come out.
Yep.
Targeted Marketing and being able to just recall a card could just net Travis so much money here.
Huge, huge.
And Michael, I don't think Michael can risk, especially as Crim, knowing your economy engine is based on Account Siphon and Tumuja. I don't think he can risk, not playing those cards for the sake of Travis getting 10. He's got to just go and go with his regular game plan.
That's right. So Michael, no stranger to Andromeda. He's been running this identity for a long time. It'll be really interesting to see which direction he's gone with it because Andromeda, quite a few options. Travis,
not a great start.
Not liking that opening hand there. Does find the Data Raven. That's going to be a nice one for him, but a lot of agendas, not a lot of ice, and no money.
Right. It's rough, man. Did he mulligan? I cannot recall.
Yeah, most likely. Michael, on the other hand, quite happy with that start, getting the Desperado down and sure gamble, exactly what he wants to see. And a first hand Temujin. And more money, networking.
Wow.
All the tech. All that fancy tech.
That networking, him having that, I don't know how many he's running. Actually, we do know. No.
Sure.
So right now, it looks like he's running.
I have to imagine there's only one. It's that sort of tech card these days. You just slot in one for the real situations. Wow. Oh, a global food initiative. Amazing.
Yeah. This is definitely a rough start for Travis. But I have a feeling he's going to do his best to pull it out. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Targeted marketing.
Very nice. Targeted marketing could be the thing that he needs in this moment to bounce back economically.
What's he say?
I believe he might have said Temujin. I did mention it, unfortunately. We're going to check on that one, make sure we know exactly what they've said. But getting some ice for R&D, that is pretty nice. I believe that was the Enigma there.
Right.
Going to be tricky for Michael to get past, but I believe that Michael's just going to be content with moneying up and preparing for the rest of the game.
Yeah, looking at Travis's deck here, it looks like he's using a lot of the same tools we see out of CTM, out of NEH, where he's using hard-hitting news. So that networking early is just going to be so much work for her.
It's going to be crazy value. We just got the confirmation there that Travis did name Temujin contract. I think that's a great decision. It's definitely something that Michael's running in triplicate and wants to use early.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, it prevents Travis from having to go out of his way to protect over archives. Maybe he can use that to his advantage, I think, and just gain a quick buck.
Yep. Nice Data Raven res there. Not something that Michael wants to tangle with, even with the networking in hand. That counter is brutal.
Wow.
And the nice Account Siphon off the top.
Wow. The Siphon.
Sports Hopper, definitely one you want to see. And Travis content with just armoring up.
Getting some money.
Yep.
This is I mean, Travis's start, I do not think could have been much more rough. I mean...
So this is a decent turn of events for Travis. Michael dropping the money on the R&D interface and being swiftly countered by Enigma. But now the race is on, and with a special order off the top for Michael, he could start getting these accesses very quickly.
Oh, yeah. In this case here, I think maybe Michael's going to be focusing on just making sure his account siphon happens.
Yep.
That would be pretty big. Travis having such a bad start, getting drained down to 0 credits could just hurt his game even further.
Yep.
And wow, Travis is sitting with 3 agendas right now.
Yeah,
No
not
Jackson.
what he wants to see. There is the Sand City grid, of course, but can you put it down? Can you defend it in the face of all this?
Yeah.
Not a great situation. Michael continuing to put on that pressure. He grabs Scorpion Blade.
Wow. Wow.
Installs, runs R&D.
All right,
last
Travis.
click.
Travis, we got a chance, buddy.
Jackson Howard.
We're making our way downtown.
Save the day. Here he comes.
Just do it again, Travis. You're going to do it again. You're going to do it again, Travis. We know you. You're going to draw again.
Something.
You got to
Money,
do it.
anything.
Oh, my gosh.
And 2 more agendas coming off the top for Travis. That is a huge amount of flood. Not what he wants to see.
Yeah, that's horrible, man. Well, we pitched 3.
Yep.
And, you know, we still try to do our best. Now, to be fair, he's going to pitch 3. He's probably going to hold he's probably going to hold the breaking news and score those out of hand, I think.
Yeah.
So, over time, Travis won't have agendas.
Sure.
But, again, you know, that Jackson did not help the way we really wanted it to. We wanted to see economy cards there, more ice that could, you know, boost him back into the game.
Yep. Tough spot, I think, particularly for Travis,
Yeah.
but both players sort of restricted from really doing what they need to do in this early game.
And plus, Michael, you know, Michael's just, now that Travis has thrown those agendas back, the density's better in R&D, and Michael's looking at, you know, at least 2 cards every turn. So Travis is kind of locked right here. He's going to need some more ice.
Yep.
I think the Data Raven will help. I think if he pops a Data Raven on R&D, his game state definitely improves. There's the king. See the king Newshound.
Newshound. There he is.
The king.
Great include for Travis. Installing instead of Data Raven, I believe, over R&D.
Yeah.
You're right that is going to be an enormous tax on Michael, even with the Mongoose and networking. That's still many credits and many clicks.
Wise people have said Data Raven is the best in the run ice in the game. It's the best in the run.
Touché.
So how fortunate for Michael. He got the paper clip off of the sports hopper.
Yep.
I imagine he'll pitch it at the end of the turn.
Yeah, that is a huge draw for him. He's really setting up very quickly, which is you know, typical of an Andromeda deck, but finding a good number of pieces. Pretty nice.
Same old thing. I mean, why only have 3 siphon when you can have 4, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well.
Why not?
Why 4 when you can have 5?
As long as they stick around, as long as they you know, don't get removed from the game, you can definitely get a lot of value out of those account siphons.
And it's kind of unfortunate for Travis. There's not been a Temujin yet. I think with Michael being on such low money, I have a feeling he'd probably, I don't know here. I think Travis would still want the Temujin to hit because he could use 10 just as much as Michael could use the credits as well.
Absolutely, but with no open servers, I just don't know if Temujin is just that greatest economic proposition, particularly with targeted marketing. I think Travis would have to open up a new server, and maybe he's thinking that far ahead, right? Maybe he puts down the Sand City grid to invite Michael in, and both players benefit, which I think would really put Travis back in this game.
Right. Running HQ. What is? Oh, so he's doing. Okay, so looks like he's fine taking the trace and taking the tag. Wow.
Wow. Breaking news.
Snipe.
Scooped out of hand. Not many agendas in there, but he finds a really key one.
Wow, that is powerful.
And applying a shutdown. Very nice.
Oh my gosh.
Networking
He's got
combo.
The answers.
Oh, these criminals, they don't stop, man.
He's got all the answers.
They're so good. Really nice. Really nice.
Wow. I mean, really, Michael just having the time of his life.
Yep. So I think this opens up a nice play for Michael here. He can challenge HQ again and make it harder to res the ice on R&D. He's just got pressure on all servers right now.
Yeah, for sure. And Travis is Travis is winning right now. Hey, you know, I've got the Data Raven on R&D.
Yep.
he could pay the trace, take a tag, remove it with networking, and then just break the Enigma. What's the right answer here?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's pretty rough. All right, well, Michael just saying I gained 4, man.
There you go, taking that Anarch Sure gamble, clicking up.
So is that
what he needs.
Is that Temujin in Mike's hand? In the back there?
I believe so. He's had it, I believe, since turn 1. And unable to really play it. Earthrise coming down, solid card for Michael. Both players really just squaring off in these low credit scenarios.
And this is a weird. I think where they are. It's good to take note of where they are in the game right now. Travis is trying to find his footing, getting back on the board. Michael had a very good early game advantage, and he's starting to run out of steam. So Michael started off ahead, Travis behind, but now they're both working their way up to fix their board states, to be consistent. I love this part of the game here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of potential on both sides.
Absolutely. I really do think it was that targeted marketing that made the difference here.
Yep.
Would have opened up the rapid Temujin play for Michael. And now the targeted marketing on account siphon instead after that agenda score.
Right. Okay. So that's a man. I think you hit the nail right on the head. I mean, in this case, that early first targeted stopped the Temujin from happening.
Yep.
And now we're at the point now where they're both finding their footing. Now Travis is saying, I'm scared of you taking my advantage away from me.
Right, exactly. I think this is what Criminal really benefits from, is that early pressure combined with economic advantage out of cards like Account Siphon and Temujin. And without easy access to both of those, Michael's kind of stalling out.
Yeah. He's got to, if Michael wants to continue, he's got to find the rest of the breakers. His economy's got to be solid.
So with Account Siphon as the named targeted marketing card, as Michael, does Temujin contract come back online as something that you work towards in the next few turns?
I think so. Ooh.
Yep, Michael opting to get some credits, get Paperclip back on the board, goes through and only finds the Sand City grid. That's going to be great for Travis.
Yeah, I don't know if I trash that Temujin here, because he's got the option now. He's not tagged. He has the option now to simply play that Temujin, name it on where resistor is, and just pay 1, gain 4, pay 1, gain 4.
Yep. I believe he does have a second Temujin in hand, so he can go that route on the next turn. But Travis, sensing weaknesses in his servers, likely going to ice up if he doesn't have the score in hand.
There we go. The hedge. Travis money's up. Michael's probably gonna money up.
Yep, it's a shame here he doesn't have enough credits to run that Temujin play like we discussed.
Right.
But he might get that opportunity on the next turn if Travis goes for the score here. He has just found the AstroScript pilot program in hand.
Oh, boy.
Install advance. You got to do it.
Yep, you have to.
Get it out of your hand. Get that solid solid ability on the board.
We got us a game, boys.
We got a game.
We got us a game.
Yep. Players clarifying there that without a second targeted marketing, it is going to remain on the board targeting Account Siphon. And Michael might choose here to go with the Temujin play on this remote.
Yeah. That could be the,
Yep, he indeed decides to go that route. I think that's a wise mode of play. And there he goes.
I was very happy when you switched to siphons.
He basically reiterating the point we made earlier.
Yep.
Temujins finally get to come online.
There you go. He's been holding it all game. Perhaps trashing one in the last few turns made Travis a little more eased that Michael wouldn't have it, but he indeed does. Man, between Temujin and Desperado, that is going to get Michael right back in this game.
Very nice. Travis gets to draw 2 here.
Yep.
Wow. Is a flood happening again? Okay.
Yeah, sort of. It's coming back.
Nice. Now, Travis does have another Sand.
Yep.
So he doesn't. This plan isn't over yet.
And actually, with a mid-seasons in hand and both players sort of edging each other out economically, there could be a scenario where Travis actually does want Michael to go for an agenda that's scored.
Yes. Ooh.
All right, Travis opting to protect the server.
That's rough.
With the Temujin target. Not the worst scenario, I think, for Michael. He does still, I believe, have networking in hand, so that tag is not the worst. And Rebirth also in hand for Michael, deciding to use that. And he snap chooses Leela Patel. She's on the board. An amazing, amazing identity for Criminal.
Yes.
One that you want to have out if it is a game where she's going to trigger. And I think there is still a lot of time left in this game for Leela to be very relevant.
Yeah, I think what this also does is, normally you don't want to over-ice archives just for Temujin.
Yep.
Having Temujin in the deck and using Leela means that you kind of get to mess with that a little bit. You can pop an ice up on archives or on a remote, throw it down to Temujin, and just go to town.
There you go. Travis installing there. Both players in much better footing at this point. I think we got ourselves a game here.
Yeah, it's looking good. The Sansan in that remote server looks interesting. Travis also has that counter.
And actually, as Michael, I think going to this remote is a really decent proposition, regardless of whether it's a Sansan or an agenda. You are still going to get that 4 credits, discounting the trash of the Sansan in this case. That's pretty nice value.
I think so too. Yeah. God, the networking though, just doing so much work. Oh, and he's got the Katie.
Really a clutch card in this current meta. It's really going to keep you untagged very easily against many different decks. There you go.
Now, if you're Travis, are you thinking maybe you play a betting game now with this breaking news? Maybe you want to tax him. I think, yeah, I think. Oh, he's closed accounts. He's going to close accounts.
All right, so what we've got ourselves is a breaking news in that remote. Travis considering to use the Astro token to allow him to get Michael tagged on Travis's turn.
I think he goes with it. Yes.
Looks like he's going to do so. That is going to be a Leela trigger. Pretty nice for Michael, but could be a nasty turn of events with this exchange of information.
Nice, and there it is.
Yep.
We have the switch.
Travis
we have the switch.
Goes ahead, retrieves himself a global food initiative, putting Michael on 2 and Travis on 5.
Man, again, guys, it's amazing to me. It is amazing to me what exchange of information is doing.
Yep.
It's just so powerful in this case.
It is a huge combo. It's going to force Michael to remove those 2 tags, which were not removed at the end of Travis's turn. It is going to open up R&D, however, for this multi-access.
Ooh, if you're Travis, I think you pay that here. I think.
Yep. Travis is gonna hit that Archangel really nasty.
It's Katie Jones.
And Katie Jones is unfortunately gonna leave the table. Brutal hit for Michael there.
Yeah.
Can't be pleased. That was 9 credits of value.
For sure. And
off the board.
And I think if you're Travis, I think that Archangel goes on R&D.
It definitely is. A good way to go. It's really going to shore things up.
Or,
yep,
Archangel's the remote. Throw the bill, slam it, jam it. That's what I'm saying.
There you go. Travis is indeed on match point with the Beal.
I think he's thinking about that. I think that's what he wants to do.
I think that is a great line of play. It's going to be really challenging for Michael to contest that. The only difficulty, though, is the power of Leela. Putting anything in the remote could easily get bounced with a clutch top deck, and really, Leela's identity should read go to R&D top deck agenda because it happens all the time.
I think Travis. I think he's saying, hey, he's only going to look at 1 new card.
Yep.
I have to gamble here, because I don't think Michael can make it through that server. I don't think it can. I don't think he can.
So this is interesting, right? If this was a trashing piece of ice,
oh,
Michael instead with the clutch inside job in hand, that's going to be really nice for him. Going to hop right over Archangel. This is exactly what he wants to see. Michael totally fine, going ahead and dealing with Turnpike. Snags that clutch Beal.
Yes, yes.
Again, triggering his identity. Leela on fire.
Wow.
This is really nice for Michael.
The clutch inside jab.
Oh.
I mean, it basically saved his whole game here, right?
These criminal tricks between inside jobs, the emergency shutdown we saw earlier, this is criminal coming back in full force.
That could have just we almost solved the entire game just now.
Yep.
If he gets a sweeps, oh no. I was thinking what could happen is that he would get a sweeps into a mid-season, and that would be sick.
Unfortunately, Travis, not a lot in hand to counterplay the install the Beal. It was risky, and unfortunately that gamble did not pay off. And it is up 4-5.
Yeah. So this is actually kind of good for Michael.
So I believe the turn of events here, if I'm not mistaken, is that Travis actually used the trigger of his ability to targeted marketing networking in Michael's hand.
Oh, nice.
I may be mistaken, but
that
explains Michael's use of 2 credits to pay to remove the tag, which is
that's
just a nasty little trick.
That's a nasty trick.
From Travis.
It's pretty sweet. I mean, that networking has done work for Michael the entire game. It's really made the tag punishment far less severe.
Yep.
So Travis wants to turn that to his into his advantage. I think it's a great idea.
It's amazing.
That's amazing. Pro play net call network.
Pro plays, and here he goes. Gets into HQ, easy access, Desperado credit. I don't know if there's anything to reward him in HQ, but he might as well. It's basically clicking for credits.
Right. I think you run R&D here. It's last click.
Last click, you are going to get a decent amount of value.
And he can't res Data Raven.
There is, unfortunately, Newshound, which is a 2-credit res. And I think Michael, knowing full well that that could be the case, decides instead to put down Katie Jones.
Okay. We'll get what he names in a second.
Yep. Travis putting down a second targeted marketing. This is great for him. It's going to allow him to specifically name what he needs.
He's got to go here. He's got to slam it. Well, maybe not. Maybe he doesn't have to slam it. Okay.
Siphon. All right, so...
we call Siphon.
Yes,
okay.
Travis has changed from targeted marketing from networking to account Siphon. I think this is a totally reasonable play. He is on low credits, and Michael could really open up some nasty possibilities if a Siphon is landed here. So I think that's a really good call. Michael going in. Checking HQ.
So at this point he's he's recalled Siphon now.
Yep.
The goal now is just to protect the credits that he has to make sure he can get the score when he needs it. This is getting a little hairy on both sides. Michael's really low.
All right. So the interplay here, I believe, is Michael has taken the 3 credits off Katie Jones somewhat prematurely. However, that would allow him to install the political operative in hand for 1 credit. And trash Jackson Howard. And Travis, knowing full well this is a possibility, decides to use Jackson Howard now.
Smart
clear
play.
out his archive.
That's a smart play. He points out that he has not seen the sweeps week all game, which is true. He has not. Opening hand has been. I mean, more than half of his deck is gone.
Yep.
And he runs 3 of them. So
pretty rough for Travis. Michael keeping up the pressure on all servers at all times. Decides to keep going into HQ.
Click for credit, run HQ.
For more access.
Well, I mean, if you were going to put the room mail, you go to 0, like you pop it. Once you pop it, I pop it. 0 on HQ, credits.
Here we go. Zing. Season again. Now, Travis doesn't have an agenda in hand currently, correct?
Last I saw, I don't... Oh, there is the Beal. That's right. That sneaky Beal that we were talking about earlier.
Okay. So Bill is there.
Here we go. Michael going in.
Is he gonna grab it?
Is he rewarded? And he is. Pulls that Beal 1 and 5 out of HQ. That is going to be another trigger of Leela.
Oh, no.
Returning that to Travis's hand. This is not good for Travis. They maintain a Siphon call on the targeted marketing. Still, I think a really smart play, and Travis...
I think he takes the agenda, slams it.
Yep.
I think that's an agenda.
So we got a 6-5 game here.
What a game. Oh, boy.
Sports Hopper coming out for Michael. I believe that's going to be immediately used, drawing some cards in a hand, trying to get some kind of solution to the situation. Finds a Mongoose with only 3 credits. Really not what you want to see.
What was he digging for? Siphon? Maybe? No. What was the reason for...
So he is running 2 inside jobs. I'm not sure if he has tossed a second one into his heap yet.
He did. We at some point, I think he had 2 in hand.
Okay.
And from the Earthrise, I think he did throw 1 away.
Right. So this
Oh, man.
could be what he goes for. Finds Lotus Field in HQ. Not what he wants to see.
More cards. More cards.
Yep.
So what is that card that Travis installed?
It might have been a Jackson Howard. I think I spotted that earlier. On only 2 credits, unfortunately, he's not going to be able to score. Were it a Beal.
Yeah.
I don't know if Michael,
I think he loads Katie, maybe?
yeah, needs to rush at this point. I think he's in an okay spot.
And he definitely... The Mongoose... Oh, Data Hound, here it comes. Blue.
Ooh, Data Hound, real nice.
Or New Sound.
New Sound.
I'm going to...
So easy to confuse.
It
They're
is.
printing these hounds all day. Very
So
easily
used to saying
confused.
Data Hound.
Yep. Oh, wow. That is going to leave Michael with a tag. Unfortunately, Travis, Travis deciding in this case not to take advantage of it and just
Wow.
moneying up.
Yep. Well, Michael's got the answer. You know, he's got the Mongoose in hand.
Yep.
So he can just throw this Mongoose down, get past this News Hound, get past this Enigma. Look at two cards. The win's close, I think.
Yep. So I actually think this remote is filled with a Sand City grid.
Oh, cool.
Not something Michael needs to be that worried about, although it is interesting what line of play he'll take here. He does have Inside Job available via the same old thing.
Okay. He just had to know. He had to be. He had to be sure.
Had to check.
Had to be sure.
That's totally fair.
You don't want to get got.
Indeed.
You don't want to get got.
Travis finding nothing but global foods off the top. Really not what he wants to see.
And with HQ just wide open like that, that's got to be disheartening.
Yep. So now with 2 inside jobs used, if Travis is able to find a breaking news, this could spell the end of the game. However, we are nearing the end of round 1. If you'll notice there, 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this game. Both players down to their last few turns on very little money.
Did Travis just jam in that GFI? He did. I think he jammed it in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of has to, right? Because it's safer there than an HQ. That's
Yep. However,
free
I
access.
think there are 2 of them,
no,
and
it's
Michael
there.
does
There
find
it
the other
is.
Global Food Initiative left in hand. That is
Wow.
going to win him game 2 of round 1. Michael Norman
wow.
is going to sweep Travis, winner of the last chance qualifier, and is going to advance in this tournament in a really good spot.
Yeah, definitely in a good spot. Wow.
Whew. Michael Norman, the killer, the sniper. He's finding all the
sniper.
agendas.
Sniper Wolf right here.
He's sneaking them out. He's got Whalen power. He's got criminal power. These are factions that people really have been not all that jazzed on in the past few months and really discounting their power. And Michael is here to show us that they can really still do work.
Yeah, I felt like both of his decks applied a very good amount of pressure. The Whalen was able to hold the pressure in the beginning of keeping Travis scared to run for a little bit and just matching his econ, just neck and neck each time.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, here, right here we see that Andromeda is able to keep the economy necessary to just keep hammering those servers.
Despite the targeted marketing really slowing Michael down, he got the accesses he need. He got that rebirth off, and Leela really doing a huge amount of work, keeping Travis on the back foot there. Neither player really able to maintain an economic edge, and Michael just sneaks it out.
We saw a dance. We saw a dance with the economy there, but it looks like Michael worked it out, man.
There you go.